Hi guys, I am back with my 5 highlights in 5 minutes, and we are going to chat about Vivica's Black Magic, our favorite show. The title of this episode, I believe, was Everyone's Replaceable. And as we clearly saw, Vivica proved that she was already looking for people to replace. My first highlight for this episode is, now I don't want to sound shady, this is not coming across as shade, but can somebody tell me, is Andre a man or a woman? I'm not sure, and I want to say that as sincere as possible. I'm really not sure if Andre is a man, so please leave in the comments. That's my highlight. That's a highlight for me because this episode started with Vivica and her crew meeting in the office or whatever, and Andre was there, and I'm just not sure if she's or if he's a man or a woman. So yeah, let me know. My second highlight of this episode is Steven Beck. Steven Beck is going to always be a highlight every week. Between my baby dad Bolo and my boo Steven Beck, you know, Steven Beck is always a highlight, and Steven Beck has a phenomenal body. Like, I was just gawking at his thighs. I believe it was the scene where he was sitting in the living room with the fellas and he had these short shorts on, honey. And those thighs were all thick and glistening. I said, Steven Beck, you know what you're doing. You always take every opportunity to show off that beautiful body. So Steven Beck's thighs are the second highlight of this episode. Not even Steven Beck, his thighs are the second highlight of this episode. My third highlight is Alvester. I think until Alvester happens to get kicked off the show, he's gonna be a highlight because he is so damn annoying. I try every week to find something about him that I like, and he just gets on my nerves. Him bitching about Javanta again was annoying. Even when Vivica Fox tried to check him in reference to how he responded to her, and he was saying something like, she isn't a reputable dancer because of how she critiqued their dances when she met them. I'm like, okay, that's still your opinion. Her critique does not change if she's reputable or not. But anyway, Alvester was the third highlight, and yeah, like I said, until he gets kicked off, he'll be a highlight because of course he's going to do something annoying every single episode. My fourth highlight is Eureka versus Kiana. Now, this is a hard space to be in because I'm technically Team Kiana because I actually really like her personality. But from a professional standpoint, I'm Team Eureka. So because Eureka's point of view was spot on in reference to her addressing like what's professional, how they should respond around the dancers, how they should dress around the dancers, how they should interact with the dancers. And Kiana does go overboard. But I mean, I can't blame Kiana because if I was in her shoes, I'd be hugging up on, kissing up on the dancers as well. So I guess I'd be getting checked by Eureka just the same way that Kiana is. But at the same time, I'm Team Kiana more so because as a homegirl and as a business partner and as a colleague, I do agree with Kiana. Eureka should have actually brought it to her first and, you know, gave her a heads up like, you know, girl, I'm not seeing things going over well with you and the dancers. Like, you should keep your distance, dress this way, your skirt's too short or whatever, before she went to the boss, which is Vivica. So I'm with Kiana on that. Like, I kind of feel like Eureka's a little jealous because Eureka's pretty, but she ain't really bringing it like she really could. So she probably is a little jealous that the dancers love to play around and touch up on Kiana. But like I said, she should have brought it to Kiana's attention first. And if Kiana continued to dress the way she was dressing or being too flirtatious with the dancers, then take it to Vivica. So yeah, Team Kiana all the way. My fifth highlight is Javanta's titty slip. When I tell you I gagged, and that was so hilarious because, like, honey, you are around these exotic dancers, all this testosterone going on, and the guys were just waiting for the opportunity, and you handed them your titty on a platter while you were giving them the choreography. Like, you should have been better prepared for that nip slip because, yeah, I don't even know what to say. Like, you played yourself, Javanta. There should have never been a titty slip in a room with a bunch of guys around. You should have been well prepared to not allow that to happen. But I was living because even Heat said, baby, I'm around all these men. I was waiting for a ray of hope, a ray of sunlight, and that titty slip was all that I needed and more. I have another bonus highlight, and it kind of should have been in my top 5, but hey, we're not going in order, is when Vivica changed the theme from Caribbean to Egyptian. Now, my thing is, each week, the guys have been having issues with getting choreography down packed. So in the the 4th episode, why the hell, Vivica, would you change the theme 3 days prior or 2 days prior to the event? I feel like that was foolishness. It makes no sense. You guys have plenty opportunities to work out and figure out other themes. So to change the Caribbean theme to Egyptian when the guys had already begun rehearsing a Caribbean theme, yeah, you got what you deserve with them not knowing the choreography and you having to kick out White Chocolate from the routine because he couldn't get it. Like, yeah, it was your fault. I blame you for this. I don't blame Javanta. I don't blame the dancers. It was your fault because they had sufficient time to stick with the original routine and not change it to an Egyptian theme. This is my ultimate bonus highlight, the last highlight of this episode for me, is when Vivica said on camera that she did not like Javanta's choreography and that it was basic. Like, I gagged. I never expected Vivica to shade her like that on camera. Like, she was just like, yeah, it's basic. I'm not really feeling it. But it was strange because I feel like Darren Henson's choreography is just as basic. I've actually felt like Javanta's choreography was more up to date than Darren Henson's, but I guess Vivica had to throw shade at somebody, and her loyalty is to Darren, so I guess she figured it was easy to throw shade at Javanta. But I gagged because I never expected Vivica to say that about her on camera. But anyway, these are my 5 highlights in 5 minutes, plus an additional 3 highlights, my bonus highlights. I thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you thumbs up this video. Make sure you follow me on all social media outlets, and write in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys thought about this particular episode, Everyone's Replaceable. Even mention some things that I forgot to mention from the episode that caught your attention. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.